President Biden made some promises on Social Security. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, President Biden was out just the other day in a short little video wishing a happy birthday to Social Security, as the program has now reached 87 years old since it was signed into law back in 1935 by President Roosevelt at the time. Well, in this short little video, President Biden was talking about Social Security, the importance of this program, and what he and other Democratic lawmakers want to do to the program to strengthen benefits because you deserve it. So let's get into it and talk about what he said in this video and how it pertains to all of us who receive these very important benefits. Let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. As I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you each and every day, doing all the research, breaking it all down into these short videos, watching all this information as it is hitting the wire every single day, as there's a lot of new information coming out literally every single day, and all these new announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and whatever Congress is currently working on right now, including all the new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to these very important programs, and anything in regards to money, benefits, raises to benefits, programs, checks, stimulus, or anything else like that. Of course, I want to make sure that you know about it immediately, because things are changing very rapidly. Prices are very high on everything. Money is very tight for the vast majority of people. Therefore, I want to make sure that you know about anything right now that we can possibly get our hands on in the form of money, benefits, checks, programs, anything else like that. Of course, I'm here for you, and of course, to keep you updated with everything going on. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and I'll continue to be here for you right by your side every single day with all this information to help you out in any way that I possibly can. All right, thanks again. Let's jump into it and talk about what President Biden said in this little video that surfaced just the other day, and what he said as far as Social Security goes. So this was a little clip that President Biden made talking about Social Security. In fact, the video is only about a minute and a half long or so, and he's talking about the Social Security program and how it is so incredibly important, and how him and other Democratic lawmakers want to strengthen the program. However, one quick side note, I just have to throw this out there. This is not a political statement in any way, shape, or form. In fact, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time, you know that I do not take sides in my videos. I literally give it to you straight as far as things that are actually happening. I do not take sides in my videos. So again, sometimes the content leans one side or the other, just simply based on the nature of the content. However, I do want to talk about what President Biden did say in this video. And again, this is not me taking sides at all. This is just me telling you what he said in the video. But anyway, he did talk about how him and other Democratic representatives, or even Democratic lawmakers, do want to make some changes to Social Security and make sure that this program stays solvent for a very long time. And he actually took credit for that in the video, saying that the American Rescue Plan from last year in 2021, again, the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, is actually strengthening Social Security, and the program will be solvent for many more years to come. Why? Because they're collecting more taxes. That's why. Just being real with you. It's not like the program did anything other than just basically people are working and paying more taxes. That's why it's going to stay solvent for a little bit longer. So that's kind of the whole idea behind that. Now, President Biden did also indicate that the program they want to strengthen it, and ultimately this would result in raising benefits as well, because again, you deserve it, and again, you've earned it, is also what he talked about in this video. Now, let's be real. When it comes down to benefits, yes, you did earn them, and yes, you do deserve the benefits, because ultimately, like we all know, we've all paid into Social Security for years and years and years. So many of you here in the community, again, you worked for 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, or even longer, paying in through Social Security taxes for years and years and years, and now finally, it's time to start drawing on those benefits. Or in the case of those of you who are receiving SSDI benefits, Social Security disability benefits, you've probably been working for a very long time as well. Unfortunately, you probably became disabled during your working years, and unfortunately, you can't claim benefits, or sorry, that's not what I meant to say. Sorry, you can't work at the capacity that you once did, therefore, now you're claiming Social Security disability benefits. Again, kind of an unfortunate situation, but again, that's why the program is there, so that you can take advantage of these benefits in the event that you become disabled while you are working, right? SSDI benefits. Well, The president was talking about him and how the other Democratic lawmakers want to strengthen the program, which would ultimately lead to additional higher benefits for beneficiaries. Now, let me just throw this out there. And again, not taking political sides here. What have they done for us so far? Let's ask ourselves the real hard question right now. What have they done for us? And again, we can say this about any party. We can say this about all politicians and basically everybody. What has any of these people done for any of us as fixed income beneficiaries lately? The answer is nothing. Absolutely nothing. They've done jack for any of us, right? So again, this goes for everybody. It's not even just Biden and Democrats. It's literally all lawmakers. What have anybody in Congress done for fixed income beneficiaries recently? The answer is nothing, nada, zero, zip, nothing at all, right? They've done absolutely jack for us. So when it comes down to it, again, the president, yes, talking about Social Security and how they want to strengthen the program and all this other business, things like this. But at the end of the day, are they really going to get anything done? Or is it just a bunch of smoke and a bunch of hot air being blown around with a bunch of promises that are, being thrown out there? But again, at the end of the day, nothing will ever get done about this. Well, hopefully we'll get something done about this. But at the end of the day, we can, again, look at their history, their track record. They've talked a lot. They've, made a lot of, remarks out there saying like, oh, it's going to happen here and we're going to do these changes and all these proposals and all this other great business and stuff like that. But has anything come of it? Nothing. Nothing has come of any of it. And again, this goes across all politicians. It's not just one party or the other. It's literally all of them, right? They all need to be included for this. So when it comes down to reforming Social Security, they've all got to be, kind of invested in this thing, because any changes to Social Security, again, raising benefits, anything like that, needs to be done with at least 60 votes in the Senate. So regardless, we can't really point the finger at anybody in particular. It's pretty much all of them, right? We can all say that Congress, they've done nothing for the most part, right? So when it comes down to it, that's what they really need to do about this. So when it comes down to actually changing Social Security and reforming it and making the program stronger and all this business, it really just comes down to they need to get it through Congress on a bipartisan basis, and it cannot be done through reconciliation. So that's what it really comes down to. So even though the president was out making these great remarks and saying, strengthen the program and all this other business and stuff like that, at the end of the day, it's a nice remark, but realistically, is anything really going to be done? I think that's what we all really need to know right now is, okay, made a lot of nice little statements there, a lot of nice little remarks, but are they finally going to do something? That's the real question that all of us want to know. The answer to right now is, are they actually going to do something, or is it just a bunch of, fun games and a bunch of little talk for them, something for them to chat about, something for them to waste a bunch of paper on and write a bunch of stuff up about and then never do anything about it, just like all the proposals that we see floating around Congress right now? Including, let me throw a couple out there for you really quickly, the Social Security 2100, the SSI Restoration Act, the Social Security for Futures Generations Act, the Social Security Expansion Act. Again, just a small handful of them that are out there right now that we've talked about so many times in previous videos, all of which would reform benefits in some way, shape, or form. All of them would raise benefits in some way, shape, or form. And again, there's different provisions in all of these different proposals out there right now. But again, these are just some of them that hit the table recently that they've done nothing about. So I don't know. Interesting. So it's nice to hear that President Biden actually took a few seconds out of his day to talk about Social Security. But the fact of the matter is, are they really going to do something about it? That is the real question that all of us want to know. Which, quite a quick side note, if you want to see that video, I will put a link down in the description if you want to go down there and check it out. Like I said, it's only about a minute and a half long or so. He talks about all this stuff and what all the great things they're going to do for us. But again, like I say, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see some action here, Congress. Let's see some action, Biden. Let's get something done here. And again, I do not take political sides in my videos. I'm simply showing you that I think all of us are equally frustrated about this whole situation. And I don't care who the president is. I don't care who Congress is. It doesn't really matter. It all comes down to they all need to work together synergistically to get this whole thing done. It can't just be done by one person. The president does not have that ability to reform Social Security. He can't do it. I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. It has to be done with an act of Congress. So when it comes down to it, let's see some action here, Congress. Let's get something done on this. And let's ultimately make the program stronger like they claim to want to do. And again, when they say stronger, simply all that means is by raising taxes and collecting more into Social Security. That's all that he means by saying the program is going to be stronger. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to raise benefits by 100% or raise benefits up to or above the federal poverty line, even though that is something that they want to do. But when they say stronger, they simply mean collecting more Social Security taxes so that the program is solvent for many more years to come. That's what they mean by stronger. Just so that we're all on the same page here, so we're all speaking the same language. That's what it means when they say stronger. So anyway, if you want to see the video down below, it's actually an unlisted video right here on YouTube. Again, I watched it a couple different times. I will have a link down below in the description. I'm not sure how long that video will be around, so I'll put the link down there. You're welcome to check it out if you'd like to. If it's available, by all means, check it out. If it's for some reason, if it's pulled off, then again, there's nothing I can do about that. It's not my video. It's on a separate channel here on YouTube. But again, it's the president talking about Social Security and how they want to strengthen the program and ultimately fix things up there. So let's see. Talk is cheap, as they all say, and as many of you here in the community say, talk is cheap, but again, action is where it all comes in. So we'll see what happens here. Either way, I'll continue to keep you posted along the way as we do get any further details, any more proposals, any talk, any movement on any of this going forward through Congress or the president or anything like this. Of course, I'll continue tracking everything very, very closely and bring you those updates as I do get them. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any videos going forward during this very busy time. Also, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands and thousands of videos right here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me. Please remember, I am here for you on your team. I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Please remember that I am here for you right by your side every single day. That's my dedication. That's my commitment. And as always, I'm sticking to it. Anyway, enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now.